We're going to show you how to do a floor stack or reverse floor stack on any base after it's already been built, so you don't need to do any preparatory anything. You could just build a nice 2x2 or 2x1 as we have over there. We'll do it multiple times on the bases just to do it with different honeycomb. And you're just going to need this setup right here. And it just takes 3 squares to build out, and you could do it on any terrain because you could step the foundations down a half or bring it up and just build out and then bring it back. Build out any distance or anything like that, and it's going to be very nice and easy. You are going to need a crosshair. I'll go ahead and link my in-game crosshair import code, so you could just use the crosshair I use in-game. You don't need a second program or anything like that. And it's going to be nice and easy. We'll show you how to do it. Let me just turn on that crosshair. Now that I have the pink dot enabled, again, code in the comments for my in-game crosshair that I use. And pink can just be seen in all terrains, even in the snow. It's not like yellow or anything, and you could do it underwater. It's not like blue. It's the best color. And anyways, we're gonna do triangle version honeycomb right here if you wanted a triangle honeycomb 2x2. And then over on that one, we'll go ahead and do like a 4x4 when you only need squares. But for the triangle one, you're just gonna start where you would do your honeycomb. You're just gonna build out 3 squares. Then we're gonna put a single triangle on the center one, either direction. Then on the opposite direction, we're going to do 2 triangles like this. And now we can demolish all of this and the 3 squares. And we can put a single doorway like this on each side, and then 2 double door frames coming around like this. And then we're just going to demolish these 2 foundations here and put 2 low walls like this, so we can line ourselves up here. And once we back ourselves up into the low wall right here, we're just going to crouch building plan, triangle foundation, and I'll FOV 60 to zoom in here. And as you can see, my crosshair is right at the apex where those 2 twig poles meet at the bottom. And this is just where we need to, like a reminder of where we need to aim. And then for a regular floor stack, we're going to go right up almost to the top of this pole while keeping our same center line here. We're going to right up almost to the top of the pole, probably about 80%, and then we're just going to move 1 pixel to the right. We're going to scoot forward, and it's going to be blue, and it's going to be kind of stuck there. That's it. That's what's a regular floor stack after it's been built, and then this is just tall enough to replace over and under. Just tall enough to replace over and, as you can see, under. So I can get this angle right there, over and under. And that'll give us our floor stack for over and under. And then the same thing, we're going to back up in here, crouch, aim with our crosshair right in the center right there. And for reverse floor stack, we're going to come all the way down below these twig striations right here. And if you do have lower texture settings, we'll do that when we do it again on the 4x4 or the 2x1 over there. You're just going to come all the way down right here. Your crosshair should be below these twig ropes right there. And you want to go just right in this twig striation right here, and again move 1 pixel to the right. Looks like we weren't to the right enough. I wasn't lined up. We're just going to move 1 more pixel to the right, and then again it's just kind of stuck there. You can see it kind of shifts a little bit. You just want to back up. It doesn't really matter. It's just stuck there, and now we have a reverse floor stack that's over and under. And then of course, if you're first just practicing this, after you do that and you put your freehand floor stack foundation right there, we're just going to build back and make sure we're blue right here. And then of course, make sure we're blue all the way around the base. And again, it's that simple. It's very nice and very easy. All the way around the base. Everything is blue. We can go ahead and add reverse floor stack bunkers like this. I know these are a lot more popular now to have the double layer inside the upper layer. That way you could replace all of your doors and everything. You still can replace the doors without this, but it's a lot easier to do it like this. And then we can put a frame up here, and I have a bunch of floor stack video bases. And it looks like we can't do it with that. No one usually uses those, but I just had it for this demonstration version. And just like that, you'll be able to make a nice floor stack 2x2 after it's been built, so you don't have to do anything crazy at the start. And we'll go ahead and do it on the 4x4 kind of style. And for like the 4x4 style, since you don't want the triangle honeycomb, you could just build off 3 squares right from the beginning. And again, 1 triangle in the center on one side, and 2 triangles right there on each of one of those first and third squares. Single door frame here, 2 double door frames around like that. And then demolish the 3 squares and 2 triangles right here. Low wall right here, crouch. Zoom in if you need to, crosshair with FOV 60, got that to mouse wheel up, and then just aim that crosshair right in the apex. And again, regular floor stack, we're gonna go like 80% up here, and we're gonna move slightly to the right. Perfect right there, this one doesn't jiggle. Very easy. Very easy. Again, you wanna make sure you can do that over and under. Over is the real problem, you could pretty much always do it under. And then reverse floor stack will do the same thing. All the way down to this twig striation right here. Again, you should be quite a bit under the bottom of these ropes. And then move slightly to the right. And I'm not to the right enough because when I brought my mouse down, I jerked to the left. I'm just gonna go slightly more right. I don't know what's going on. I did not swing that down straight enough. Line it up, swing it down straight, go to that striation, move it to the right just a little bit. There we go. And now we have that reverse floor stack with over and under like that. And now we can go ahead and double check to make sure before you start upgrading everything. Break all this. And now that we should have a regular floor stack that we could build all the way around like this. All good right here. Again, if you wanted to do like a 4x4 with some peak, shooting floor, or anything like that. Reverse floor stack is a bit tougher than the regular floor stack, but it's all easy. Again, you're just center lining yourself and then you're moving like 1 pixel to the right. Then you can make a nice 4x4 or anything like that. And we'll go ahead and do it on the 2x1, and then we'll build around with like a regular floor stack to cover the 2x1. All right, so again, we're just going to do with triangle honeycomb here. 2 triangles, 3 squares, 1 triangle here. Build out like that. Demolish all of these. And then demolish these 2. And then back yourself up into here. Crouch, building plan, triangle foundation. FOV 60 to make it easier. And we'll go ahead and do up about 80%. Not all the way up. I mean, you can do it obviously all the way up here, but there'll be a bit of a gap in your floor stack. And I went too far right. Literally like only a pixel right. And then again, over and under floor stack like that. Once you get the hang of it, it's super fast and faster than any of the other methods I've seen. And again, just make sure you're double checking before you start upgrading everything that you could build fully around. See, I'm explaining it too quickly and it looks like I didn't do it fully around. Went too far to the right on that. And now it's giving us an error on that left side right there. So again, we'll go do it one more time. You just have to, again, maybe practice it for like 5 minutes. That's it. It's really not that bad. I think I just discovered this yesterday. Back it up into here. Triangle foundation. Blue silhouette. Aim in the corner right there. Go all the way up. 1 pixel to the right. I jerked a little bit too far. Just like that. And now it's literally perfect all the way around. Again, I was just explaining it, talking too much. When you don't have to explain it, it's a lot easier when you could just focus and no errors or anything like that. And now we can fully honeycomb our 2x1 right here if you wanted to make a nice shell for your 2x1 and then have a front door span like this. But I wouldn't recommend the single layer right here because you need this. So I would recommend doing like a full half wall honeycomb like this. And when you have 3 layers right here, no one's going to want to top down you. And then now with this half wall, you could do all of your walls and doors like normal. Now I'm going to go ahead and turn my graphics textures down just to show you you don't need to turn them up for this. One more time with potato style textures, and again, it's not that bad. We're just going to go ahead and do 3 squares out like this, 1 triangle over here, 2 on the opposing, and do your frames like so. Again, this time here doing this or whatever, and then break all of these. Then 2 low walls right here, and now when we have this blurry thing right here, it's actually a lot easier. So we're just going to aim in the center right there and go again for a regular floor stack almost to the top here, and then a pixel like to the right. And I didn't go right enough, I'm just trying to inch it. There we go. No, let me do that one more time. Line yourself up all the way up, about a pixel to the right. Just snaps like that. The regular floor stack is a lot easier. And again, for the reverse floor stack on the blurry low textures, line yourself up, go all the way down to above this mid texture right here, this big line right here. It's just going to be slightly above that. And then again, 1 pixel to the right. And I'm explaining it too much. Let me swing down straight, 1 pixel to the right. Explaining it too much. Wasn't right enough. And now again, potato textures above and under, and then just double check with your build out that you could wrap all of this around. It's kind of hard to mess up. I messed up once just because again I'm explaining, and very nice. And go ahead and do this with any textures. You don't need to turn that up. And you can do a reverse floor stack, something like this. I do have 2x1s. You can make a 2x1 jump up bunker like this. And then you just use the 1 under thing right here, so your TC room is 2, and then you could leave this twig. And then when you put a floor here and a triangle roof up there, or you leave that, sorry, and then you break this. And then you can't even make a double bunker if you had left this wood, and then you chop that out and do it like this. There's your bunker right there for the first bunker, and then your second bunker would be this triangle roof right here. And now you have 1 layer right there for the roof, and then your second layer right here, and you have a nice double bunker 2x1 just like that. Again, it's incredibly nice and easy, very nice, and very easy floor stacking tech.